Hi there, thanks so much for being here. This is PrideNet TV News. I'm Jake Walker, here to let you know that a teen whose coming out video on YouTube depicted a violent reaction from his family. He's received $100,000 plus in donations. Now, this is all by strangers who are just touched by his whole ordeal. It's 19-year-old Daniel Pierce. He sat down with his family in Georgia to explain his sexuality when the discussion turned violent. Now, his family was believing it was a choice and that they would not support that choice. Now, as such, the family kicked him out after alleged verbal abuse and physical contact between Pierce and his father. Now, the video posted on YouTube has received over 4 million views. Now, Pierce's boyfriend has since set up a fund for him, which has received countless donations and words of encouragement. Now, Pierce hopes his experience will change the minds of families everywhere and bring a positive light out of a bad situation. And some numbers just released about the friendliest and not so friendly LGBTQ communities to live. We join Michael Blessinger with that story. Michael?
As many LGBT communities in the United States are striving for human rights such as same-sex marriages, other countries are still facing hostilities against gays and lesbians. Fortunately for those wanting to travel around the world and are looking for a new vacation spot without fear of violating strict laws, the Gallup poll did a research on the world's most hospitable places for gays and lesbians. Through the Gallup survey, people were asked in their regions if their country was a good place for the LGBT community. Coming in first, the Netherlands tops the board with an 83% of gay and lesbian respondents residing in the country. This was followed by Iceland and Canada coming in at second and third with 82% and 80% respectively. However, on the flip side, Africa is the least welcoming continent, with Senegal coming at the very bottom with 90% of respondents agreeing their nation was not hospitable. Where does this put the United States? The United States is ranked 12th in the world behind Denmark and ahead of New Zealand by 1 point. Michael Blessinger, cosPride TV News.
A new study in the Public Health Journal is creating quite the discussion within the LGBTQ community, and it was made public last week towards the end of the month here in August. Now, the study focused on 315 Australian same-sex couples and compared surveys among heterosexual couples. Now, the result? Well, children under the care of same-sex parents scored nearly 6% better in almost every category of fitness and well-being versus their heterosexual counterparts. Now, researchers cite family planning and social time as a major factors in these results. Also, the fate of NFL hopeful Michael Sam is still unclear after being cut from the St. Louis Rams late last week. Now, the out football player was one of many players who fell victim to cuts for the fall, which the NFL mandating every team cut down their roster to 53 players. Although saddened, Sam took to Twitter and other social media outlets to thank the community for their continued support. Now, Sam was chosen as the 249th draft and made headlines earlier this year after becoming the first openly gay player to be drafted into the NFL. Now, Sam remains eligible to play and practice on the team according to media organizations and Outsports. Now, the organization also believes that Sam was cut purely for football reasons and cites that no evidence had anything to do with his sexuality. And for a look at this week's entertainment buzz, we join PrideNet TV News reporter Alexander Nedd. Alex.
Britney Spears writes a heartfelt letter to a gay fan after coming out. Superfan David LaCure was able to meet his idol in Las Vegas last week, where he gave a letter to Spears explaining how she inspired him to be himself and come out. Now, Spears was reportedly touched by the letter and asked for his address, where she sent a response thanking him and encouraging him to stay positive and keep smiling. Now, what a great message and story. Now, lastly, if you didn't know, yesterday was B-Day. Yes, Partition singer Beyonce turned 33 on September 4th. 33 and still looking good. I need a moment. Anyway, that's it for your entertainment buzz. Keeping you up to date with the latest, I'm Alexander Nedd, PrideNet TV News.
And cue the music.
It's Friday.
Oh, well, excuse me, sorry. Hey, this is PrideNet TV News. Welcome back. Didn't see you there. This is Alexander Nedd. He's got around town. What's going on around town, Alex?
Oh, lots is going around this weekend here, Jake, and it's actually a great weekend to go out and do something right here. We're tracking temperatures in the mid-70s for both Saturday and Sunday. A chance for Saturday's night thunderstorms, but nothing too big if you have any plans outside. Now, a couple of things this weekend that is going to be happening is the Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure in Pooches and Pink. Now, both those things.
Pooches and Pink.
Pooches and Pink, yes.
I gotta get my mother. She has a little poodle Shih Tzu that she puts pink bows on. Oh, she'll be all
This
about
is a great opportunity for her to walk out and actually raise some money for breast cancer research. It's happening. The Pooches and Pink event is happening this Saturday from 11 to 3 at Garden of the Gods Park, and the race actually doesn't begin until 12:30, so you have time to kind of go mope around, look at all the activities that they have there. And actually, the big event is actually their Race for the Cure that happens this Sunday, September 7th. That begins actually at 8 a.m. There's a 5K walk and run, and also a family 1K walk. Registration for that is about $35 per person, but it definitely benefits a good cause. You get a t-shirt. I've actually gone the past 2 years with my store. I work at Safeway and everything, and they've been a good sponsor of Susan S.G. Komen. So definitely something that you definitely want to check out and hopefully spread awareness for. So that's what's going on this weekend and everything, as always.
There we go. Thanks so much, Alex.
Glad I could help.
Around town, now you know. Woohoo! And it's that time of week again, the community spotlight being placed on someone or something in the LGBTQ community. That's why Michael Blessinger joins us here now. He's with the community spotlight. Who's in the spotlight this week, Michael?
Well, this week is going to be AJ Shattuck, a West Point graduate studying in public policies and is now a captain in the Army.
Well, congratulations, AJ. Now, so he's openly gay in the Army.
Yes, he's openly gay. He's a respectable leader among his troops, and they all respect him, yeah.
Well, woohoo! Congratulations, AJ. If you know somebody or some business that should be placed in our LGBTQ community spotlight, send us an email. We'll put that email in the description below. So be sure you check for that here on the PrideNet TV News. Whoop. Well, that does it for us. The 4th episode in the can. Thank you so much for watching us here on PrideNet TV News. Remember, click subscribe and donate. Help us keep going, or at least give us a share. Thanks so much for having us on again for PrideNet TV News. We'll see you next week.